Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
And we take this opportunity to welcome you to this broadcast of PBA basketball on Triangle Media by 1891 as the Dothan Snipers get ready to take on Train to Eat from Columbus, Georgia. Philip Kern here on the call with you with all the action of the PBA, and let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups before we tip off here. For the Dothan Snipers, they will go with number 3, Ernest Tyson, number 4, Trey Jackson, number 12, Des Cole, number 13, Anthony McMillan, and number 24, Lavert Bristol. For Train to Eat, they will go with this starting five: number 1, Reggie Horton, number 6, DeMarcus Brewer, number 7, Derek Walker, number 12, Jamal Harris, and number 13, Tarek Wright. Dothan Snipers in their yellow and black uniforms, Train to Eat in their black and blue. Tip is won by the Dothan Snipers, and they get the opening possession here from Columbus, Georgia. McMillan on the drive, tries to go baseline. Bounce pass, trying to look for Des Cole in the corner. Last touch by Train to Eat, and so the possession will stay with the Snipers. Tyson ready to inbound it at the baseline underneath the Train to Eat basket. Finds Bristol down low, drives inside, and gets the shooter's roll for the opening basket for the Snipers. Nice inbound play by Tyson. And here comes Train to Eat the other way. Bounce pass to Walker. Walker at the top of the three-point arc, gives it back to his teammate to the right side, and that is Brewer. Brewer has a good look for three, just off front iron. A battle for the rebound, and it is won by Walker for a new possession. Snipers trying to come up with a steal. Walker hits the deck but saves the possession. Cross-court pass, a three on the way. Just off the backside of the iron, and that is Bristol with the board. McMillan pushing it ahead for the Snipers. A three on the way. Nicely done. That is cash money for Trey Jackson. And so the Snipers out to a quick 5-0 lead. Just a minute gone by here in this first quarter as Harris gets the offense set up. Feed down low to Walker. Goes up with it, head fake, gets the basket, and they will actually call him for a travel. The Dothan Snipers wanting that travel, and the refs agree with them. And so on that turnover, here come the Snipers the other way. Cole into the front court, trying to get this offense set up here. A three, step back by McMillan, misses everything on that airmail three-pointer, but the possession goes right back to the Snipers. Nice drop off to Bristol, and a nice driving kick there by Ernest Tyson. 7-0 lead early on here for the Snipers. Wright with the crossover, kicks out to Walker. Long two, off left iron. Rebound goes back to the Snipers, and that is McMillan with the board. McMillan into the front court, drives in, tries to spin away from the defender. Three on the way, and everything is starting to drop for the Snipers here. And that was Des Cole who knocked down the three. 10-0 lead early on here for the Snipers. Into the front court is Jamal Harris. Uses the screen from Walker as he goes to the right side. Couple of jab steps, a three, and off right iron. Bristol brings down the board for the Snipers. Nothing really falling for Train to Eat so far. Cole into the front court. Actually, that's McMillan, beg your pardon. McMillan with the drive, cannot get the roll, but he will get himself to the line for 2 free throws. Strong start here for the Dothan Snipers as they've raced out to this 10-0 lead. 7:45 left to go in this first quarter, and Anthony McMillan gets to the line for 2 free throws. Does not make the first one. As McMillan tries to pad the Snipers' lead here with the second attempt. Rattles that one home, and it's now 11-0 in favor of the Snipers. Train to Eat coming up with it into the front court. Harris goes right into a double team, and they really force him into a bad decision there, but gets bailed out with a foul, and they will call Trey Jackson with the reach-in. On the inbound from the baseline. Spins around. That is Brewer. lost control of it for a second, and they will say he was the last to touch it. So turnover by Train to Eat, and Snipers get the ball back. 7.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. As the Snipers bring the ball up, Bristol coming out for the screen. As the Snipers get their offense up, Jackson feeds Bristol down low. Nice cut and drive there, but Bristol not able to connect there. Right at the rim, here comes Train to Eat the other way. Still looking for their first basket. Pass ahead to Walker. He can't hit from point-blank range. Loose ball chase here, won by the Snipers. McMillan with the basket and the foul. And so Anthony McMillan providing some nice defense and some good hustle plays there, especially tracking down that loose ball at half court. And gets the free throw for the three-point play. 14-0 lead now for the Snipers. Train to Eat trying to push the tempo, and they get their first basket of the first quarter. And that was Tarek Wright who gets on the score sheet for Train to Eat. Finally shake that goose egg, but it took about 4 minutes to do so. A three on the way. Nice rebound there by Tyson as he skied in, but does land out of bounds. Can't fault the effort there from Tyson, but it is a turnover going right back to Train to Eat. Harris now with it, bringing it into the front court. Drives in on the double team. Kick out for a three. Rattles in and out. We have a whistle as Train to Eat was going for the rebound. And from the looks of it, it might have been Trey Jackson. No, actually, they're going to say it is a push-off on Train to Eat, so a loose ball foul, and it means a turnover right back to the Snipers. McMillan into the front court. Tyson right in front of the free throw line and gets a nice shooter's bounce there. Seems like everything is falling for the Snipers so far. They're off to a great start, up 16-2. On the drive and kick, Harris, baseline drive. Nice ball rotation around there, goes to Brewer. Brewer, a three, misses everything there. McMillan with the rebound, fouled in the backcourt as he tried to get the transition game going for the Snipers. And so far, Train to Eat is really struggling here at the outset. McMillan on the inbound. And Reggie Horton trying to create the turnover in the backcourt, but does not get the result he wanted. McMillan on the drive. Body bumps a couple of defenders. Outside to Cole. Off right iron after he tried to go off glass. Rebound by Train to Eat, and that was Walker who sends out the outlet pass. Turnover as that was created by Des Cole. Ahead to Jackson at the far wing, and he is fouled before he drives to the lane. And that is Cole on the inbound. Bristol receives the inbound pass on the far corner. Drives in on Walker. Spin move. Leaves with the left shoulder and draws some late contact as that was Tommy McDonald who just checked in for Train to Eat, getting some early minutes off the bench. And so with that foul, that will send Bristol to the line for 2 free throws. And a nice free throw there from Bristol to make it a 17-2 lead here for the Snipers. 5:36 left in this first quarter. Snipers with a very shallow bench here as Bristol makes both free throws. Only 7 players on the roster for this game. Looking like they are off to a very good start here, up 18-2. Drive and kick, getting that set up. Shot missed off of left iron. Rebound pulled in by the Snipers. And here they come the other way. McMillan to the rim. Nice finish there with the left hand. The lead continues to grow here for the Snipers. 20-2 lead here for them. 5:05 left in this first quarter. Here's to Harris. Harris Down low and cannot convert there. That's McDonald. Jackson comes in for the rebound, and the struggles continue to mount here for a Train to Eat. Back the other way. That's Jackson. Couldn't hit from point blank range. It's a rebound by Train to Eat. Here they come the other way, pushing it ahead to Harris. Harris, drive and kick. A three from the corner, and finally gets it to drop there. So Train to Eat now trims the lead to 15. 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. McMillan into the front court, uses the screen from Bristol. He'll pop from three to respond, and everything dropping here for the Dothan Snipers. McMillan trying to force the turnover at half court. Walker goes up, draws the foul, and he will get himself to the line for 2 free throws. And we have a timeout on the floor. 4:16 left in the first quarter. Dothan Snipers up 23-5 over Train to Eat. We'll have more from Columbus, Georgia right after this.
You see, black people have always needed a place to gather since the beginning of time. To build, to reflect, to inspire, to connect. They say if you want to go fast, then go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. See, in continuing to fight for our lives to matter, we must have a place to gather, to write a chapter, enjoy the laughter, think and capture, sharpen our skills until they master. Not only a place to fraternize, but to strategize and analyze and advertise and sometimes just fantasize. See, there's a certain brilliance that only comes from the collective. One for all and all for one is the objective. You get the message. See, we've always needed a place for like minds to collide and unlike minds to gain a better understanding of the other side. You know the vibe. You may want to switch lanes and you need a place to pick brains and network with big names. The level up is insane. The true meaning of for us, by us, with us, grown by us, stories told by us, shown by us, loaned by us, so it's always owned by us. Somebody better write a song about us. We all we got. We all we got. So meet me down at the gathering spot.
Strong start here for the Dothan Snipers with 4:15 left in this first quarter. They lead 23-5. As we come back to action here on Triangle Media by 1891, Derek Walker to the line for 2 free throws to try to try to start maybe some type of spark to get Train to Eat back into this one. And he does make the first free throw. In case you are just tuning in, Train to Eat has not had a shortage of good opportunities at the basket, but nothing really has been falling for them so far. Walker with a couple of dribbles. Second free throw up. Line drives it off the front of the rim. McMillan has the rebound. Snipers wasting no time pushing it ahead and finds Jackson at the other end of the court for the finish. 25-6 now. 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. McDonald fakes the pass, finds Walker. Foot on the three-point line, spins around, and goes right into a Sniper defender, and it's going to be... looks to be a reach on that one, and that is Jamal Rogers who is called for the foul as he is checked in for the first time. And instead, this will be a jump ball between Walker and Rogers. And the toss won by Rogers, and here come the Snipers the other way as they continue this first quarter barrage. Jackson, a three, can't connect. Rebound brought down by Train to Eat, and here they come the other way, trying to get something to happen here. And Tommy McDonald with a nice finish at the rim. And McMillan bringing it up the floor. Pass back to McMillan for three and hits that from the top of the arc. Good pass there by Derek Patton, who's seen some of his first minutes off the bench. McDonald into the front court. Tries to find a man down low. Instead, has to kick it out to Harris. Harris on the drive. Ball fake. And it looks like a violation on Train to Eat. It's like a 3-second violation, and that ball will go back to the Snipers. Cross-court pass. Pretty dangerous there. Jackson. Ball fake. Down low to Rogers. Up and around the other side of the rim, and a reverse layup finish. 30-8, and this barrage just continues for the Snipers. Train to Eat can't find some way to get back into this one. They may be crying uncle very early on here, and a body bump foul called on the Snipers. There it is to Harris on the inbound in front of the Sniper bench. Harris on the drive. Nice feed down low to McDonald, and he gets the finish. Couple of signs of life here. Turnover in the backcourt. Good read there on the inbound pass. 3 on the way. Too strong off right iron. McMillan tracks down the rebound, and he is fouled in the backcourt. They will get Reggie Horton with the reach. And on the whistle, they will send the ball into the front court. 2:25 left in this first quarter. Snipers up 30-10. And on that foul, it will send McMillan to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw up for McMillan off left iron. And substitutions coming in before McMillan attempts his second free throw. Free throw up. It is good. Splits the free throws, and it turns into a 21-point lead for the Snipers. Harris into the front court. Cross-court pass. Jump stop. Nice drop off there to Brewer, but loses it on the way up, and Rogers gets the hack, and he will draw the foul. And they call the foul on McDonald, and there will be 2 free throws coming up, and so that sends Rogers to the charity stripe. First free throw line drive in by Rogers. Second free throw from Rogers. He gets them both. Lead back up to 23 here for the Snipers. 2:10 left here in this first quarter. Turnover in the backcourt, and Tyson makes them pay with a 3 across the way. 36-10 now in favor of the Snipers. On the drive, turnover created by the Snipers. Pass ahead to Jackson, a bit too strong. It's a turnover right back to Train to Eat. And the hectic pace here really favoring the Snipers right now as they've raced out to this 26-point lead. Brewer taking it himself. Left-handed finish goes off glass and gets the basket. 24-point lead now. Final minute, 40 seconds left of this first quarter. Patton, who's now into the game here, seen some minutes early on. Rogers beyond the 3-point line. Patton fadeaway long 2, clanks it off front iron, and that is Brewer with another rebound. Takes it into the front court himself, kicks out to Harris. Harris down low to Walker, fights through the defense and gets the basket, and things now finally starting to fall for Train to Eat. Minute 14 left in this first quarter. They still trail by 22. On the drive, Rogers gets his own miss, can't connect. Rebound by Harris. Here comes Train to Eat the other way. Harris hits the accelerator, puts it in over Patton. And now Train to Eat has put together a little bit of a run here. Rogers into the near corner, swings it around. 3 on the way, and Tyson cannot get it to drop. Rebound here by Brewer. As Train to Eat puts it into the front court, 38 seconds left. Harris thought about the three. Nice feed down low to Dash Boyd, who checked in here. And the Snipers will have to use a timeout as they are seeing their lead whittle down just a bit. 33 seconds left in this first quarter. Snipers up 36-18, but Train to Eat showing some signs of life.
Whoa! Personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the Waterproof Lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped.
What's the difference?
It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me.
Dog, I appreciate you.
Woo. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish. Get yours at manscaped.com.
Back to action here in Columbus, Georgia. 36-18 lead for the Snipers as we're getting to the end of this first quarter. Derek Patton receiving the inbound pass, sending it back to McMillan as he's been the primary ball handler for the Snipers in this first quarter. Rogers at the free throw line being surrounded by a triple team. And they tried to send it back to Jackson. Good read there by McDonald to get his hand into the passing lane to knock it out of bounds. On the inbound, Rogers comes out to receive it. Being guarded closely by a double team, and that's Boyd and Harris out there to close out on him. Rogers on the drive. Almost had a highlight reel finish there, but does not get the basket. Oh, but they're going to say it was... Oh, they're going to call Train to Eat for a foul, and they are a bit in disbelief on that call. And it looks to be Dash Boyd who was whistled for the foul. And now it's going to be Jamal Rogers at the free throw line to shoot two. Unfortunately, unlike the last time, Rogers not able to get that first free throw. And we have some substitutions coming in as Lavert Bristol checks back in for the Snipers as he got a little bit of a breather. These substitution cycles will no doubt be something to watch here for the Dothan Snipers. Only have 7 players listed on the roster for this game. And so as we resume play here, final 7 seconds of the first quarter. Boyd with a three off left iron. Bristol tried to track down that rebound. McDonald tries to drive baseline, kicks it out, and the buzzer sounds before the shot goes off. And that is the end of the first quarter here in Columbus, Georgia. A fine start here for the Snipers. 36 points in that first quarter, but Train to Eat showed some signs of life here. And at the end of one, it's the Snipers leading Train to Eat 36-18. We'll have more on Triangle Media by 1891 right after this.
When I came home from prison in 2001, I had a tough time finding a job. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? When you get to that part of the application, your heart starts beating fast, your hands become sweaty. It doesn't matter your education or work experience. That's gonna be the determining factor.
What up, man?
What's up with you?
Nothing, man.
How you get it, man?
Regular military, kind of size.
I would fill out an application and they tell me that they're not hiring, but they got now hiring signs on the window.
Did that make you go back to doing some of the things that you were doing before?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they force you to.
Set up. Right?
It's like set up. It's systematically set up for you to have to go back. I was 3 years old when the U.S. Marshals came, beat down the door, and got my dad. maybe like 5 the second time. I just kept asking my mom, like, yo, where's my dad? Where's he at? He would tell my grandmother, I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm trying to get my life right.
What up, boy? What's up with you, boy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Being a barber changed my dad. Being able to have a community that he can turn to when he needed something, that helped him a lot.
That was a hard moment for me last year.
All those ups and downs that you've been through, to look at you now, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to call you my dad, man.
What you just said right there is what it was all about. Everything that I've done was for that. Now I can retire. So I can retire now. Old man still got it.
Now that look good, man.
Second quarter ready to begin here from Columbus, Georgia. The Snipers leading Train to Eat by a score of 36-18. Philip Kern here on the call with you for Triangle Media by 1891. A great start for the Snipers as they really hit the accelerator and put a lot of pressure on Train to Eat so far. But over those last couple of minutes, Train to Eat did put together a nice little run and so they showed some signs of life there. And so perhaps that will carry over for them into the second quarter. At least they would hope so. On the inbound near half court, here we go. Brewer on the drive. Nice ball movement here. Boyd, a three and a good look, and he will take it and make it. Lead now to 15 here for the Snipers. Rogers into the front court as we get started. Dangerous cross-court pass, but Jackson has it. Ball fake. Long two. Too strong off the back of the rim. Train to Eat hits the deck. It is a loose ball. Boyd brings up the rebound. Here comes Train to Eat. Harris drives in, kicks it out. Finds Brewer, a three. Actually, that's Boyd for a three. A good recovery there, but the ball goes off McDonald's head as they try to keep that possession alive. A turnover back to the Snipers. And it looks like Rogers will have to head to the bench. Walking a little bit gingerly, and Snipers already with a shallow bench. If they lose one of their subs, this could be a very interesting situation here as we're only getting started in this second quarter. And so Derek Patton will check back in. Substitutes are going to get a lot of run here, especially if Rogers can't go for a while. On the inbound, here it comes to Patton. Bristol at the free throw line, back to Patton, almost dribbled into a double team. Cole launches from three. He had a good look, and that was a big mistake there by Train to Eat. You cannot leave Des Cole open like that. Harris into the front court as Train to Eat trails by 18. Walker comes out near half court to help him out. Bristol finds him. Down low feed, a three by Anderson, too strong. That was McDonald. Boyd with his own rebound. Couple of chances, but Walker tracks it down. Boyd, head fake, drives in, and it's a shot clock violation. And the Train to Eat players are arguing that that last shot hit the rim, which I was a little bit surprised at because I would have thought that that would have reset the shot clock. And so the officials need to get this all sorted out because I do think Train to Eat has a case here that they should still have possession. And so they have sorted it out. Train to Eat will maintain possession. Harris at the baseline under the Snipers basket to inbound. 8:40 left here in this second quarter. Train to Eat trying to whittle this down to single digits. Walker a long two. He gets that one to drop. It's now a 16-point lead. And that was a turnover by McDonald, and he gets the basket off the inbound. And so Train to Eat starting to apply a little pressure here. The lead's now to 14. Tyson, ball fake, drives in, floater, and takes a couple of bounces but can't connect. Gets his own rebound, kicks out to Jackson for 3. Walker brings down the board for Train to Eat. Outlet pass to Harris. 2-on-2, nice kick. 3 on the way from McDonald, can't connect. Tyson brings down the board. Here come the Snipers the other way. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Cole, baseline drive, floater, off left iron. McDonald brings down the board here for Train to Eat. Pace really picking up here in the second quarter. 7:53 left in the first half. Harris on the drive but retreats. Goes back again, draws the body bump on Tyson, and actually be an offensive foul. They rule that Harris pushed off. And so on that push off, possession goes right back to the Snipers. 7:45 left in the second quarter. Pass out to Tyson near the bench. 3 on the way from Patton. That was a long 3. Boyd brings down the rebound for Train to Eat. Here they come the other way. Harris off the outlet. Left-handed finish. Off glass and out. McDonald with the offensive board and gets the putback. It's now a 12-point deficit here for Train to Eat as they are slowly but surely making this a ball game. Snipers looking a step slow here in this second quarter after getting out to a fast start in the first. Patton swings it around. A 3 from Jackson, and that's a nice response there as Trey Jackson hits a big 3 from the corner. And did they call a lane violation on Train to Eat? It's an inbound violation as Dash Boyd stepped on the line on the inbound, and so that means another turnover back to the Snipers. Jackson, quick inbound to Patton, up and around the left side of the rim. And that's some shrewd ball movement there from Derek Patton. Boyd into the front court, Train to Eat trailing by 17. Boyd, baseline drive, and can't connect. Bristol comes down with the board for the Snipers. Sending it to Tyson as he starts the fast break. Tyson, bounce pass, a 3 from Cole off right iron. Walker had the board for a second but slipped on the floor. It'll be a turnover back to the Snipers. And so Patton will inbound it from right off to the side of the Train to Eat bench. Looks for Bristol. Has the inbound. Behind the back pass to Patton. Patton on the baseline drive. And last touch by Train to Eat as Patton tried to do a baseline pass there. Clock stop with 6:22 left in the second quarter. Inbound to Bristol. Cornered off there, but he finds Cole to help him out. Bristol. Back out. A 3 on the way from Tyson. That doesn't go. Horton with the rebound as he's back in the game. Starts the break. 3 on the way from Tarek Wright. Airmails that one, but Horton gets the rebound. On the drive, and that is a errant pass right into the hands of Tyson. Tyson tries to go behind the back. McDonald comes up with a steal. Sends it ahead. Wright tries again from 3. This time he makes good on that. 44-30 as Train to Eat is still trying to keep themselves alive here. 5:41 left. Cole, a 3 in response. Off front iron. Horton with the rebound. Nice box out in front of Bristol. Spins away from the double team. Has an opportunity in transition. 3 from Boyd. Far corner. Doesn't connect. Nice rebound there from McDonald. He gets the offensive board. And Tommy McDonald has been a problem for Train to Eat. He's been slithering in for second and third chance opportunities this entire quarter. Jackson, drive, up and under. What a finish by Trey Jackson. 46-32 now for the Snipers. McDonald going full speed ahead, draws the contact. And they ruled that the foul occurred on the floor from the looks of it. But really, Tommy McDonald making some big plays here for Train to Eat. And we have a timeout on the floor and gives us a good time to go to a break. 5:05 left in the first half. Snipers leading 46-32 on Triangle Media by 1891.
What happens when everything we know about something changes.
I tell people all the time, this is the best American story you never heard.
We're out hitting the pavement, talking to restaurants, talking to bars.
I don't think of myself as a whiskey salesperson. I want you to know his name.
Drink by drink, we're bringing this story to light.
When we have to step back through the pages of history.
It's so much more than whiskey. It's so much more than a brand. It's a movement.
When we have to make amends and pay respect.
We're honoring the greatest whiskey maker the world never knew. And it's beautiful.
And give credit where credit is due.
Uncle Nearest is the godfather of Tennessee whiskey, and the world needs to know it.
What happens? We do it. Uncle Nearest, it's more than whiskey.
Coming out of the timeout, 5:05 left in this second quarter. Snipers leading 46-32, but it will be an inbound for Train to Eat. They would love to get this deficit into the single digits before halftime. That would be a big win considering how they started out this one because they were really a step slow in that first quarter. On the inbound for Train to Eat, using the screen from Walker. That is Tarek Wright. And, we have a reach there on Cole, and they call him for the foul. Some good moves there by Wright to draw the contact. And it will be an inbound on the sideline. Wright on the inbound. Snipers create the steal. Here they go the other way, trying to create an easy basket. And on that miss, here comes Train to Eat the other way. Harris out to McDonald. Nice ball movement to Wright. Back out to Harris. Uses the ball fake. A misguided step. And that is a travel. Cole on the inbound, sending it to McMillan, who's back in this game now. I'm not even sure he's even left. McMillan, nice ball movement, finds Rogers. Good to see him back in the game. Baseline drive, and what a move by Rogers. Maybe took one dribble. Had a nice baseline drive there. 48-32 now. Wright tried to split the double team, and it's an offensive foul. Ill-timed mistakes here for Train to Eat as they try to get back into this one. Jackson steps to his right. That was a wicked fake. Couldn't get the three, but last touched by the Snipers. That was a wicked ball fake there by Trey Jackson as we have some substitutions coming in. And that is George Stanberry checking in for the first time for Train to Eat. So going to get our first look at him. Into the front court, using the screen from Walker. Goes back to his left for another screen. Steps back. And we have a whistle. And not sure what this call is, but for some reason that warranted a stoppage. Well, on the stoppage, the Train to Eat squad will inbound. Yeah, I think Trey Jackson was begging for a technical, but can't really say I know for what reason. Anyway, on the inbound, here is Stanberry, right near the Snipers bench. Finds Harris at the top of the three-point arc. Coming out for the double team. Right, a three. That was way too nice. Brings the deficit down to 13 here. Train to Eat has been as close as 12 at this point. On the inbound, here it is. McMillan, a three in response, utilizing the screen. A nice step back to his left. 51-35 now, 3:24 left in the second quarter. Stanbury into the front court, uses the Walker screen, goes to his left side. Euro steps his way to the glass for the finish. Nice job there by Stanbury. And Rogers brings it up into the front court now, 51-37. In favor of the Snipers. Rogers spins around, fadeaway jumper, doesn't connect. Walker with the rebound, brings up himself. Kick out to right. He's been feeling it. Off right iron on that three. Bristol with the rebound. McMillan slowing it down just a little bit. Trying to get this offense set up here. Finds Rogers, has a size advantage. Oh, Bristol with the cut through the lane. Nice awareness there by Rogers. 17-point lead now. Here is Horton into the front court. Horton looking for a mismatch. Has a good look at a three off front iron. Rogers skies up in the air for the rebound. Kicks out to Jackson as he looks to push. Jackson to his right. Ball fake. Drops it off to Bristol. Goes up and draws the contact and gets the foul. And so that will send Bristol to the line for 2 free throws as he went up for that one. First free throw up, off left iron. Second free throw up from Bristol is good. And George Gino has checked into this one. 2:14 left in this first half. Snipers applying pressure in the backcourt. Stanbury getting some ball movement set up here. Walker trying to clear the way to his left side. And a pull-up jumper from Stanbury. That doesn't connect. Gino the offensive rebound. He can't put it in. And the loose ball eventually falls into McMillan's hands. 1:47 left. Rogers on the drive. Nice ball fake on the Euro step. Jamal Rogers showing some nice agile moves for a big man. Pushing it ahead, there is Walker. And we have a foul as Tyson hits the deck hard. And they will call Tyson for the whistle. It will be a foul on the floor, so no free throws. And this dead ball gives Train to Eat a chance to bring in some substitutions. Sammy Moore checking in for the first time. Train to Eat hoping some fresh legs will help get them back into this game. They got it to as close as 12, but the Snipers have been on a nice run to make this a 20-point advantage. And trying to get a wet spot mopped up off the floor. It will be Jamal Harris who inbounds at the baseline under the Snipers basket. Harris to Stanbury on the near corner. Being guarded by McMillan. Stanbury tries to drive baseline. Stops and pops from mid-range. Nice baseline jumper for Stanbury. 1:25 left in this second quarter. It's now an 18-point lead here for the Snipers. Jackson on the drive, finds Rogers down low, and they caught the defense trying to crash in on a double team, and Rogers was right there ready for it. Stanbury on the drive, tries to dribble it behind his back, uses the screen from Walker, goes to his left. Stanbury, bounce pass. Walker brings it out beyond the three-point line. And it looks like we have an injured Sniper, and we need to have a stoppage here. Fortunately, can't quite tell who the injured Sniper is. And this could be a bit of a problem here. As I mentioned earlier, the Snipers really do have a shallow bench. And one of the snipers being helped up. And it looks like that is Anthony McMillan. And, oh, they have to carry him to the bench. Well, that is a big loss there for the snipers. McMillan has been their primary ball handler. And so they will definitely need to make an adjustment here if he does not come back for this game. One would think, just from watching this game so far, that the logical choice to take over those ball handling responsibilities would be Trey Jackson. However, we will see what the Snipers coaching staff decides to do here, as that will leave them with only one bench player to rotate in and out. And so that will likely mean increased minutes for Derek Patton. Jamal Rogers has already seen a lot of minutes. And so Jamal Harris on the sideline inbound finds Stanberry. So he drives in on Jackson, applying the defense there. There's the switch. Stanberry, a three right in Jackson's face. And gets it to drop here. 41 seconds left in this second quarter. Jackson into the front court. Finds Bristol out beyond the three-point line. Bristol spins around. We have a whistle, and it's a travel on Bristol. Stanberry dribbles it up into the front court. 28 seconds left in the first half. Retreats away, and Jackson hounding him, but he did reach around, and he does get called for the foul. And so with that foul call, it will be Stanberry to the line for 2 free throws. As we're coming up on 24 seconds left in the first half. Stanberry, first free throw is up and good. Second free throw from Stanberry is good. Jackson into the front court. 59-44 lead here. Jackson retreats towards half court, drives in on Stanberry. Nice feed down low to Bristol, and he knows exactly what to do with that one. 61-44. Stanberry tries to dribble in between the defense. Harris behind the back. A shot to end the quarter. And they wave off the putback from Walker. It was not in time. And so those points will not count. And the Snipers are in a very comfortable position going into halftime. We have reached the end of the second quarter. It is the Snipers 61, Train to Eat 44. You're watching Triangle Media by 1891's coverage of PBA basketball. We'll be back for the second half in just a moment.
Tour be lit. First of all, to even be on tour, you got to be one of the super duper flies.
People in Atlanta, they love Slutty Vegan, but like outside of Atlanta, it's crazy.
The adrenaline rush that you get from it is amazing.
We do celebrity events, casting calls, video shoots.
When they say it's fresh and ready to go, like it's fresh and ready to go. We do it all ourselves. No machines, no nothing. We literally just got flat tops, grills, and fryers.
Being on the road and being on tour specifically, it's like you're a celebrity.
Been to Boston, Tampa, Alabama a few times, North Carolina.
The fact that we are able to travel together is like a whole different relationship.
I like to call us we're like Fast and Furious, right? Like it's, we're on the road. We're not in expensive cars or muscle cars, but we're in a big giant yellow truck.
If somebody's got it and they're special and you see it and you want to work somewhere where you can just be yourself, this is the place. We make good tip money. You get to meet all types of people and it's fun.
Welcome you back to Columbus, Georgia, as we get ready for the second half of this matchup between the Dothan Snipers and Train to Eat. Snipers leading 62-44 as Levert Bristol ready to inbound it right in front of our camera. A great first half of play for the Dothan Snipers. They raced out to a big advantage in the first quarter, and they've kept Train to Eat at arm's distance ever since. McMillan, good to see him back after he was carried off the floor. Jackson, a three from the far corner. Too strong off back iron. Harris here colliding with his teammate for the rebound. It ends up being for Stanbury. Stanbury, a three, and knocks that one down to get things going here for Train to Eat. Score officially reads 62-47 as Tyson brings up into the front court. Drops it down low for Bristol. Jackson, couple of ball fakes. Drops it back to Bristol down low. Bristol using a size advantage, and we do have a jump ball coming up here. Jump ball won by Walker. And Harris brings it up into the front court here. Driving along the free throw line. Right. A three off left iron. Tyson tries to track down the rebound, but it will fall out of bounds as Tyson lets it go. Into the front court now for the Snipers. There is Rogers. Far corner. Drives baseline. Goes up and under. Can't connect. Gets his own rebound. Drives back to the right-hand side, and we have a foul. It will be a shooting foul as Rogers goes up with it. So Rogers really tenacious on the boards as he's giving the Dothan Snipers some nice minutes off the bench. Rogers gets the first free throw to fall. First point of the quarter for the Snipers. Unfortunately, Rogers could not get both free throws to fall. Stanbury pops from three. Too strong off back iron. Last touched by the Snipers. As that was Tyson going up for the board, and so it will stay with Train to Eat. On the inbound, there is Walker. Fields a double team as Tyson goes over to help out. Walker on Bristol. Finds Harris coming out beyond the three-point line to help him. Harris on the drive. Kicks out. Three. Off right iron. Bristol brings down the rebound. McMillan pushes it ahead to Tyson. Near the Snipers bench. Back to McMillan. On the drive. Hits the accelerator. Goes up. Draws the foul. And it looks like he will get some free throws there. They call Reggie Horton for the foul. And it's not going to be a shooting foul. They will inbound it. McMillan getting the offense set up. Uses the Bristol screen. Stays out beyond the three-point line. Lofts a pass into Bristol. Tried to catch and go and could not get the basket. And last touch by Train to Eat. It will be Snipers' possession. Sammy Moore checking back in for Train to Eat. Bristol on the inbound to Jackson. Fadeaway jumper, and that's just inside the three-point line. That will be a two, but nonetheless an impressive shot there by Jackson. Snipers now up by 18. Stanbury with a drive in response, and there was no help down low to close off that lane for Stanbury. 65-49 now. Snipers lead, 7:53 left in this third quarter. Tyson near the Snipers bench. Goes to his left, sees a double team, tries to pass out of it, and does. Rogers, now he sees a double team. Pass down low. Oh, what a feed to Bristol. Jackson with a spin move in midair and found Bristol down low. Harris now went to the front court, drives in, splits the double team. A no-look pass, Walker. Three, air mails it. Rogers, nice outlet off the rebound. Here comes to McMillan, and the Snipers taking advantage of that air ball. 69-49 now for the Snipers. 7:18 left in the third. Stanberry avoiding the full court pressure. Here he comes the other way. He'll pop from three. He's been feeling it, but that's too strong. Jackson skies in for the board. Jackson now to Rogers. Rogers with the underhand shovel pass. McMillan, a quick pass to Bristol down low. Great ball movement there for the Snipers. And that is a timeout that has to be called by Train to Eat. Oh my word. What a start to this third quarter. Snipers currently lead 71-49. You're watching PBA basketball on Triangle Media by 1891. We will be right back.
Italian Twine offer detail and luxury with styles for both men and women.
I love them. Clean, go good with suits, like you say. Two young brothers, HBCU grads.
It's called Italian Twine. It's just a black-owned watch company. And, I'd like to support all black everything.
Also, shout out to Italian Twine for this amazing watch.
This is the one my wife got me. Love this watch, one of my favorite pieces. I always been in the watch, always been collecting watches, man. And I really like this.
The Virginia-based company, founded in 2014, has been featured in Men's Health, The Rob Report, Black Enterprise, Huffington Post, New York Magazine, Cosmopolitan, and more.
The actual band is interchangeable. This is a fire brand, dope watch, man.
Welcome back to Columbus, Georgia. 71-51 lead here for the Snipers. As we resume play here in this third quarter, McDonald brings it up the floor for Train to Eat. Kicks it out to Harris. Harris to his left side. Tries to pass it in midair, but a good read by McMillan. But Stanberry recovers it. Gets the three-point shot off, but does not connect. Jackson brings down the rebound. Pushing it ahead for the Snipers. Tyson changes hands in midair and gets the layup. Moore on the drive, tries the shovel shot attempt. It does not go, and Tyson draws the contact, and that will be a foul on Derek Walker. Tyson now with it into the front court. 6:19 left in the third. McMillan pops from three. A little bit short there as Harris brings down the board for Train to Eat. Harris weaves through the defense. Kicks out to Moore for three. Doesn't connect. Walker tries to go up with it. And we have, it looks like a foul on the floor. Possession does stay with Train to Eat. Actually, we'll say it was just last touch by the Snipers. Harris on the inbound. Finds Stanberry in the near corner. And a foul. Foul is called on McMillan. He is not happy with the call. And possession does stay with Train to Eat, and you could probably hear across the way the Snipers coaching staff not very happy with that call. Inbound goes to Stanberry on the near corner. 5:58 left in the third. McMillan, they close out on him with the double team. Walker drives in, finds a lane, can't finish at the rim, and Rogers brings down the rebound. Rogers takes it himself. Moore nearly created the steal, but Rogers recovers it. Nice pass. It was a little bit out of control there, but he finds Bristol down low. And LeVert Bristol just puts it in calm, cool, and collected. Moore into the front court, dribbles into the double team. McMillan creates a steal. Here they come the other way, 3-on-2 break. Moore, a nice recovery to knock the ball out of McMillan's hands. It will stay with the Snipers, but good hustle play there by Sammy Moore. And we have some substitutions coming in. Trey Jackson heading to the bench for a well-deserved breather. And George Gino also checking in for Train to Eat. On the inbound to Rogers. Rogers, a three, too strong off right iron. Stanberry with the rebound. Here he comes the other way. Bounce pass to McDonald. Draws the contact and will get himself to the line for 2 free throws. And the foul is called on Derek Patton. And so because of that, it will be Tommy McDonald to the line for 2 free throws. McDonald first free throw is good. Makes the deficit 25 now with 5:13 left in the third. Second free throw is up and good. 24-point deficit now for Train to Eat. As Patton is now into the front court. Goes to his right after the Bristol screen. Down low now to Bristol, but a steal there by Train to Eat. It's Stanbury who creates the turnover. Goes in between the defense and splits them for the transition basket. It's now a 22-point lead here for the Snipers. McMillan drops it to Bristol. Bristol back to McMillan, far corner. Nice give and go to Bristol. Gets the contact, and he gets the basket for the and one. Boy, LeVert Bristol has been a problem for Train to Eat, as he has really done very well establishing position down low on a lot of plays. Bristol, however, clanks the free throw. 4:43 left in the third. Snipers up 77-53. On the drive, here's McDonald. Across the way. Kicks it back out. McDonald, a three. A little bit short there. And McMillan got the rebound, but he took a hand to the face. And I'll tell you what, Anthony McMillan has definitely taking a lot of blows here for the Snipers. We have a bit of a stoppage. As they will check on McMillan to make sure he is in good shape. We will take a short break as well. 4:25 left in the third. Snipers lead 77-53 on Triangle Media by 1891.
Whoa, personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the waterproof lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped.
What's the difference?
It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me.
Dog, I appreciate you.
Woo. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish. Get yours at manscaped.com.
And welcome back to Columbus, Georgia, as Anthony McMillan's first free throw is just a bit short off right iron. 77-53 lead here for the Snipers. And McMillan tried to shoot a couple of free throws. It doesn't look like he is able to really do anything with it, and so to the bench he goes. Trey Jackson checks back in. It's not the first time McMillan has had to leave this game. He was carried off the floor back in the first half. And so this makes the Sniper bench that much shorter, as Stanbury's at the controls now. Pops a three right in Bristol's face and gets the shooter's roll. Gutsy call there by Stanbury to launch that one, but gamble pays off there. Jackson into the front court now. Bounces it down low to Bristol. Stolen away, and it is George Gino who has the uncontested layup, and it's now a 19-point lead here for the Snipers. Patton feeds it ahead. Rogers tried to get it out to Bristol, but recovered there by Jackson in the backcourt. Jackson on the drive, being hounded by a double team. Goes to his right, bounce pass to Bristol. He bobbles it. It goes out of bounds. And looks like they said last touch by Train to Eat, it looks like. Well, I'm not sure how. As they have a wet spot to mop up on the floor. 3:36 remaining here in this third quarter, as the Snipers have a 19-point lead, 77-58. Starting point guard Anthony McMillan at the Sniper bench right now as he tries to recover from taking a shot to the face a bit earlier. Tried to shoot a couple of free throws, but it was just not happening for him. As Ernest Tyson ready to inbound it from the baseline. Tyson finds Bristol. Bristol to Jackson, a long three. Just a bit short. Gino with the rebound. And here is Stanberry. He'll launch from three to respond, and Stanberry's really starting to feel it. Been a big reason why Train to Eat has been trying to hang with the Snipers just a bit. Jackson pushing it ahead to Rogers. Rogers has a size mismatch on Stanberry. He'll try to exploit it. Spins around, draws the contact, and I think that was Dash Boyd, who came over a bit late for the help and gets the foul called on him. And as a result, Rogers gets to the line for 2 free throws. First one on the way, and it's good. Second free throw from Rogers, too strong. And that's McDonald with the rebound. Train to Eat coming the other way, looking to chip away at this deficit a bit more. Stanberry draws the foul as he tried to accelerate to the basket. Foul is on the floor, so no free throws upcoming. And from what I could see there, they called the foul on Derek Patton. And so McDonald will inbound it from right in front of the Train to Eat bench. Stanberry to his right. They throw a double team at him. Goes up with it. It goes off his leg and back to the Snipers. Unfortunate turnover there for Train to Eat, but they really unleashed that double team on Stanberry. They sense that he has the hot hand right now. Jackson to the front court. To his left. Bounces it down low to Bristol. Bristol turns around, tries to get his own miss, cannot get it. Boyd with the rebound. Here he comes the other way. Stanberry pushes it ahead. Gino, a three. Too strong, but McDonald's there for the offensive board. Stanberry tries for three. Rattles in and out. Boyd the offensive rebound. Goes back up with it. Hits the deck. Can't connect. Wants the foul call, but doesn't get it. Rogers leads a 3-on-1 break. Bounce pass to Tyson for the nice finish at the glass. 19-point lead here for the Snipers. 2:14 left in the third. Boyd with a three. High arcs it, but can't connect. McDonald with the rebound. He had a good box out. Nobody around him. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter as the Snipers have a 17-point lead. Patton thought about the step back three. Jackson's got an even better look. He'll take it and make it. Lead back up to 20 for the Snipers. 1:45 left in the third. Bringing it up into the front court is Stanberry. Boyd comes over for the screen. Stanberry finds a lane, drives and tries to finish with the left hand. Cannot. Gino fades away for the short jumper. It's good. Jackson into the front court. He'll pop for three, and it's off front iron. Boyd with the box out and gets the rebound. Harris ahead to Gino. He'll try again from three off the top of the arc, and it's good. Deficit is now at 15 for Train to Eat. And we have a timeout on the floor. 1:05 left in the third. And the Snipers trying to put a stop to this little rally as they lead 83-68. You're watching PBA basketball on Triangle Media by 1891.
What happens when everything we know about something changes?
I tell people all the time, this is the best American story you never heard.
We're out hitting the pavement, talking to restaurants, talking to bars.
I don't think of myself as a whiskey salesperson. I want you to know his name.
Drink by drink, we're bringing this story to light.
When we have to step back through the pages of history.
It's so much more than whiskey. It's so much more than a brand. It's a movement.
When we have to make amends and pay respect.
We're honoring the greatest whiskey maker the world never knew. And it's beautiful.
And give credit where credit is due.
Uncle Nearest is the godfather of Tennessee whiskey, and the world needs to know it.
What happens? We do it. Uncle Nearest, it's more than whiskey.
Coming out of the timeout, here come the Snipers into the front court. Final minute of play in this third quarter. Rogers has it from just inside the three-point line on the near wing. Couple of ball fakes, finds Tyson. Had an open look, but they rotated around to Bristol instead. Up and under move, watches the defender go by, but can't connect at the glass. And here is Stanbury on the attack. Kicks out. Oh, nice read there on the passing lane. And that was Patton. Tries to go with it coast to coast, can't connect. Gino with the rebound. Final 30 seconds left on that miss. Harris, no look pass. Stanbury, a three. Tries to draw the foul. He does. And it looks to be a 3-point shooting foul. And so 3 free throws coming up for George Stanbury. .25 seconds left, and Stanbury has an opportunity to cut this deficit back to 12. That's the closest Train to Eat has been since the first quarter. First free throw up and good. And Stanbury really has had the hot hand ever since he came in off the bench. Second free throw up and gets the shooter's roll. And some substitutions coming in here for Train to Eat. And even for the Snipers as well, Des Cole coming back into this one as Stanbury makes all 3 free throws. It's now 83-71. Patton at the controls. 20 seconds left here in this third quarter. Coming into the front court here. Patton uses the screen, gets some contact beyond the 3-point line, and that will be a foul away from the basket. Can't quite tell who was responsible for that foul, but possession does remain with the Snipers. It will be free throws coming up here for Derek Patton. And Patton cannot connect on the first free throw. Bit of a missed opportunity there. Second free throw up. And rattled in and out for Patton. Bit of tough luck there as Stanbury brings down the rebound. 12 seconds left here in the third. Stanbury drives in, tries the left hand and gets the floater, and it's now a 10-point deficit. And the buzzer sounds for the end of the third quarter. What a run there by Train to Eat as they have whittled this deficit to 10. It's an 83-73 lead for the Snipers. The fourth quarter coming up right after this.
You see, black people have always needed a place to gather since the beginning of time. To build, to reflect, to inspire, to connect. They say if you want to go fast, then go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. See, in continuing to fight for our lives to matter, we must have a place to gather. To write a chapter, enjoy the laughter, think and capture, sharpen our skills until they master. Not only a place to fraternize, but to strategize and analyze and advertise and sometimes just fantasize. See, there's a certain brilliance that only comes from the collective. One for all and all for one is the objective. You get the message. See, we've always needed a place for like minds to collide and unlike minds to gain a better understanding of the other side. You know the vibe. You may want to switch lanes and you need a place to pick brains and network with big names. The level up is insane. The true meaning of for us, by us, with us, grown by us, stories told by us, shown by us, loaned by us, so it's always owned by us. Somebody better write a song about us. We all we got. We all we got. So meet me down at the gathering spot.
Welcome back to Columbus, Georgia. Fourth quarter set to begin with the Snipers leading 83-73 over Train to Eat. Philip Kern here on the call, and what is slowly turning into an interesting game between these two clubs. Dothan Snipers had led by as much as 20 at one point. But Train to Eat has stuck with it, and they are now looking at a 10-point deficit as we begin this fourth quarter. A lot of the credit has to go to George Stanberry. He has been the go-to hot hand for Train to Eat, and they just could not keep him off the floor. Stanberry, he'll launch from three to start. A bit strong off back iron. And Walker inconceivably didn't go for that rebound. Probably thought a sniper last touched it, but instead, possession goes to the Snipers. Three from Cole, far corner. Doesn't connect there, and that is McDonald with the rebound. Stanberry up the floor. No doubt the Snipers will be focused on him quite a bit in this fourth quarter. And we have a push off. It is a foul on Derek Patton. Trying to push Derek Walker away from setting up that screen. And they will inbound it right in front of us. It looks to be McDonald who will inbound it, and that is Stanberry. Drives in, draws the contact, a foul on Patton. Jackson voicing his displeasure with the call there, as you can see. And that is McDonald on the inbound. Stanberry in traffic, in between a triple team. Couldn't get the shot to fall. There's Rogers with the rebound, going coast to coast. Rogers at the glass, draws the contact, and he will get himself to the line. And I'll tell you what, Jamal Rogers, for a big man, he moves very well. So it will be a two-shot foul. And the Snipers have been a little streaky from the charity stripe here in this one. There have been some moments where they have knocked down their free throws, and other times, especially as of late, they come away with only splitting the shots. First free throw up from Rogers is good. Something you like to see if you are the Snipers right now. As Train to Eat has been showing that they are more than up to the task of sticking with the Snipers here, as Rogers makes that second free throw. 85-73 now for the Snipers. About a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter. As we're bringing you this matchup from Columbus, Georgia. Harris on the drive, kicks out to Walker. Line drives that shot off the back iron. Bristol eventually comes down with the rebound. One-handed outlet pass. Jackson collects it and gets the transition bucket. 87-73 now. Walker bringing it up the floor for Train to Eat. Rogers following him very closely. McDonald, a three, and drains that one. That's a big three for Train to Eat to try to keep this somewhat close. McMillan bringing it into the front court. Trying to walk this one up here. McMillan uses the screen from Bristol. We have a whistle, and it looks like we have a foul on McDonald as he reached, try to get that steal. Whistle, we have some substitutions coming in. It actually just looks like there's a little bit of a wet spot that had to be mopped up. It looks like there was a little bit of an issue with the shot clock. A couple of the fans pointing that out. And we have a substitution coming in here for Train to Eat as Tarek Wright coming back into the game. And on the inbound, there is McMillan. Crosses over, tried the Euro step, had the ball knocked out of his hand, but they do rule that it is a foul on the floor. So no free throws coming up, but this will mean Rogers will inbound it at the baseline underneath the Train to Eat basket. Finds Jackson in the far corner. Now gets it around to McMillan. Bristol down on the medium block. Kicks it out. McMillan a three and makes the Train to Eat squad pay dearly for that one. 90-76 now. 8:12 left in regulation. Stanbury into the front court, uses the Walker screen. Oh, McMillan reached in just a bit too long, and he will get called for the foul. Obviously, McMillan in disagreement. You can see that foul coming just from our vantage point on the camera. Harris inbounds it. Gets it to Wright. Wright drives in and cannot get the layup to go. Couple of taps, he cannot connect. Stanbury off front iron. Walker, offensive rebound, draws the foul and gets to the line. You got to give credit to this Train to Eat team that has seen a deficit by as many as over 20. They've really stuck with it here. First free throw up from Walker, rattles in and out. Need those free throws, especially in this fourth quarter right now. Second free throw, rims in and out, and Bristol, a good box out for the rebound. McMillan into the front court now. 7:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. Uses the screen from Bristol. McMillan accelerates but peels out. Jackson, ball fake, drives in, kicks out to Rogers. Rotates around to McMillan, baseline drive, clanks it off the left side of the rim. Stanbury with the rebound, pushes it ahead to Harris. Drops it off for Walker. Nice ball movement there on that fast break. .12 deficit now for Train to Eat as Ernest Tyson brings it up the floor. 7:11 left in regulation. Bristol comes out for the screen. Tyson decides not to use it. Double team collapses down on Tyson beyond the three-point line. Rogers down low. Had a head of steam but could not get the basket. They say last touch by the Snipers. It will be a Train to Eat possession. Seven minutes left, a potential opportunity to cut this to single digits. Right to Harris. Harris, a floater, and no one collapsed down on Harris, and he makes them pay. 6:47 left in the fourth quarter. 10-point lead now for the Snipers. Tyson dribbles between the legs. Does not use the screen from Bristol. McMillan prompts the reach from, looked like it was Harris. On that reach, it will be a foul. On the inbound, now here's Bristol. Out beyond the three-point line, finding someone to get it to. Rotated around to Rogers. He has a size advantage. Fadeaway jumper over Moore. Can't connect, and that is Stanbury with another rebound. Stanbury lost it for a moment, but recovers it. Dribbles through the double team. Stanbury had it for a moment, but couldn't connect. Walker, tough offensive rebound. Couldn't get the putback, and that's Bristol with the rebound. Back the other way. Jackson, a three in response. Oh, that is a dagger from Trey Jackson. Pushing it up the floor, that is Harris. Drives in on Jackson, goes up with it, and gets the layup. Critical bucket there for Jamal Harris. 5:54 left in regulation as the lead is now 11. Tyson on the kick out. McMillan, a three, had a good look, but can't connect. Walker, a big rebound for Train to Eat. Here comes Harris the other way. Pulls up, hits the accelerator, gets by Bristol and gets to the rim. And Train to Eat has now made this a single-digit game, 93-84. Rogers now with it at the near wing. We have a whistle. And a timeout called on the floor. 5:23 left to go in regulation. This game is getting a bit more interesting now. Snipers lead 93-84 on Triangle Media by 1891.
When I came home from prison in 2001, I had a tough time finding a job. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? When you get to that part of the application, your heart starts beating fast, your hands become sweaty. It doesn't matter your education or work experience. That's gonna be the determining factor.
What up, man?
What up with you? What's up with you?
Nothing, man.
How you get it, man?
Regular military, got no size.
I would fill out an application and they tell me that they're not hiring, but they got now hiring signs on the window.
Did that make you go back to doing some of the things that you were doing before?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they force you to.
Set up. Right?
It's like set up. It's systematically set up for you to have to go back. I was 3 years old when the U.S. Marshals came, beat down the door, and got my dad. Maybe like 5 the second time. I just kept asking my mom, like, yo, where's my dad? Where's he at? He would tell my grandmother, I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm trying to get my life right.
What up, boy? What's up with you, boy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Being a barber changed my dad. Being able to have a community that he can turn to when he needed something, that helped him a lot.
That was a hard moment for me last.
All those ups and downs that you've been through, to look at you now, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to call you my dad, man.
What you just said right there is what it was all about. Everything that I've done was for that. Now I can retire. So I can retire now. Old man still got it.
Ooh, now that look good, man.
And welcome back. After a little bit of an extended timeout, the Snipers retake the floor with a 93-85 lead over Train to Eat. 5:23 left in regulation. As Tyson will inbound from the Sniper bench. Finds Rogers near half court, and Moore closes out on him for defense. Rogers has a size advantage, takes advantage of it. Couldn't connect, but there was Lavert Bristol with the offensive rebound and the putback. Harris at the controls now. Snipers back up by 10. Kicks it back up to Harris. Thought about the three, but swings it around to Wright instead. Wright, step back three, and does not get the shooter's roll. In fact, it bounced off the top of the backboard. Tyson hits the accelerator, going full steam ahead, but Harris comes up with a steal. Pushes ahead, a three from Stanberry, and cannot connect. Bristol had the rebound and gets rid of it quickly to Rogers. Rogers pushing it ahead. Tyson in the front court, couldn't connect. There is Stanberry causing the miss. Harris, a good look at a three and knocks it down. .419 left, it's 95-88 in favor of the Snipers. Jackson on the kick out from Bristol. Rogers, he'll launch from three and can't connect, but he does get the rebound off his own miss. Rogers draws the body, does not get the foul, but he does get the bucket. A big bucket at that. 4 minutes left in regulation. 97-88 now in favor of the Snipers. A three, Stanberry, no good. Rebound here by Tyson. Tyson into the front court, Wright defending him. Uses the Bristol screen, goes to his right. There is Rogers in the far corner. Being closed out on by Walker. Rogers to his left, back to Tyson. Tyson down low to Bristol, cannot connect. It's Stanberry with another rebound. A three on the way, and I think that was tipped. But there is Sammy Moore, who was there after he was there for the loose ball. It's now a 7-point lead here for the Snipers. 3:15 left in regulation. McMillan weaves his way through the defense. How in the world did he do that? Kept his balance and got the basket. Right with it. He'll launch from 3. This is a big one if it goes, but off the glass, did not hit any rim, and McMillan there for the board. Jackson drives in on right, gets the contact. They will call him for the foul. Time just slipping away here for Train to Eat as it's now 2:50 left in regulation. As they need to come up with a big run here to try to keep their hopes alive to win this game. Like I mentioned earlier, you can't really fault them for the effort that they've given. It's really been a credit to them, really. First free throw from Jackson is good. Snipers reach the century mark here. Second free throw on the way from Jackson is good. 101-90 in favor of the Snipers. Harris on the drive, can't connect. Rogers brings down the rebound. And a whistle there, and it will go back to Train to Eat. And a steal. Tyson drops it off to Jackson. Oh my, what a finish. Train to Eat needs to move a little bit quicker here to give themselves a chance. Harris, a 3. That doesn't go. Walker, the offensive rebound, goes up and gets the basket, and they need to create a turnover here. Rogers into the backcourt. Not sure why Train to Eat isn't trying to create some full court pressure here. Time is not on their side here. 2:06 left in the fourth. Rogers, he's just dribbling out the clock. Drives in on Walker, gets the whistle. And it looks like, did they say the foul was on the floor? It looks like yes, it was. They don't count the basket, but due to the bonus, it will be free throws coming up for Jamal Rogers. And first free throw too strong from Rogers. And for the Snipers, they will need to get back quickly on defense because Train to Eat will need to get a quick basket. They have Tyson back on defense. Second free throw from Rogers, can't connect. McDonald in with the rebound. Here they come the other way on the break. Stanbury, a 3. That's a big one. 103-95 here for the Snipers. Now here comes the full court press defense. Rogers to Jackson, tries to get out of it. Double team here on Jackson, and he draws the foul away from the basket. No! They say Jackson stepped out of bounds. Big turnover there for Train to Eat, and they will have possession. 1:26 left. They need a quick basket here. Moore, he stops and pops from 3. Grazes front iron. That's a big miss, and Rogers has the rebound. All they need to do is dribble away, and it's a turnover back to Train to Eat. Stanbury, a 3, no good. Walker, offensive rebound. There's another basket. It's now a 6-point lead. Full court press defense coming up here. Into the corner. He is trapped. That is Tyson, but passes out of it. Here they are to the front court. Bristol, he was left open, and that is a big bucket and probably the dagger. Stanbury ahead to Harris, and that's a best bucket there that they needed. 105-99, Rogers now fielding the double team here. Moore closes out on McMillan. McMillan passes into the front court. Tyson now with it, and we have a whistle. And we have a timeout on the floor. 53 seconds left in regulation. 105-99 lead for the Snipers. But Train to Eat is still threatening. More to come from Columbus, Georgia in just a moment.
Italian Twine offer detail and luxury with styles for both men and women.
I love them. Clean, go good with suits, like you say. Two young brothers, HBCU grads.
It's called Italian Twine. It's just a black-owned watch company. And, you know, I'd like to support all black everything.
Also, shout out to Italian Twine for this amazing watch.
This is the one my wife got me. Love this watch, one of my favorite pieces. I always been in the watch, always been collecting watches, man. And I really like this.
The Virginia-based company, founded in 2014, has been featured in Men's Health, The Rob Report, Black Enterprise, Huffington Post, New York Magazine, Cosmopolitan, and more.
The actual band is interchangeable. This is a fire brand, dope watch, man.
.54 seconds left here in regulation as Rogers will inbound for the Snipers. Train to Eat needs a turnover in the absolute worst way. McMillan, the spin move, in on Moore, dribbles into a triple team. Jackson, a three, that doesn't go. Stanbury with a big rebound. Dribbles through the pressure defense. Stanbury, ball fake, drops it down for Walker, gets to the rim, he draws some contact. McMillan doesn't like the call, but that does mean free throws coming up for Derek Walker. First free throw by Walker is up and good. Second free throw, off front iron. That's a big miss from the charity stripe there for Walker. 30 seconds left in regulation. Snipers can just play keep away here. Feed down low, back out to McMillan. I'm not sure why Train to Eat hasn't gone for the foul yet. Seconds just continue to tick away. Rogers drives in, gets the basket. He will get the foul, and that will likely ice it. Rogers, the free throw on the way is good. An 8-point lead here for the Snipers. That's going to be very tough to overcome with just 12 seconds left. And it looks like it is a turnover by Train to Eat as they go, and it looks like it'll go back to the Snipers. Well, just things not going Train to Eat's way as they were trying to mount a comeback here. 108-100. And it is a foul on Rogers in the backcourt. That sends him to the line for 2 more free throws. First free throw up from Rogers. Rattles in and out. And McMillan trying to set things up on the defensive side of things. Rogers misses both free throws. Walker with the rebound. Sends McDonald on his way. Gets the basket. It's now 108-102. And the buzzer sounds, and that will do it. Final here from Columbus, Georgia, as the Dothan Snipers come away with a victory, 108-102. And we want to thank you for joining us here on Triangle Media by 1891. A very good game here between these two teams. And we hope you enjoyed this broadcast. We want to encourage you to be sure to stay with Triangle Media by 1891 for all the PBA action for more games like the one you just saw. A great contest between these two teams. And like I mentioned earlier, a lot of credit to Train to Eat for making this a contest after being down by as many as 22 at one point back early in the first quarter. But unfortunately, it was too little too late for Train to Eat as they dropped this one, as the Dothan Snipers hang on for it. And it is a final 109-102. I want to thank you for joining us. And for everyone at Triangle Media by 1891, this is Philip Kern saying we'll see you next time.
Thank you.